3 months ago in November of 2024, at the age of 28, I quit my corporate 9-to-5 job to follow my dreams of entrepreneurship. And today I want to give you an honest look at how it's actually going. I see so many videos from people who claim they quit their job and instantly started making $30K a month, and that's just not the reality for most people. You got to start somewhere, and here on Weiland's channel, we're starting from the ground floor. I want to document this journey in real time, showing both the wins and the losses, sharing my income reports, and giving you a transparent look into what it's really like. So from here on moving forward, every month I'll make a video to document my journey to financial freedom and entrepreneurial success, and share with you guys how I'm approaching this whole thing in a casual way. So I hope you enjoy. Now my goal for 2025 is to make $5,000 per month completely self-employed, because at $5K a month, I can fully sustain my lifestyle, I can travel, I can live in a nice place, I can buy things for me and my girlfriend, and this isn't about retiring or some overnight success. It's kind of just about building something sustainable and long-term for myself. I definitely want this number to be bigger in the future, don't get me wrong, but this is the kind of number I'd consider the I made it in terms of covering what I want for a quality life. I've also talked about this extensively on the channel, how I quit my job, how I prepared. I did not quit blindly. I had a plan. Prior to leaving, I was a software engineer for 2 Fortune 500 companies for about 6 years, and by the time I left, I was making around $12,000 a month annualized, which was well over 6 figures on the year for several years. So to ensure I had adequate time to chase my dreams and leave responsibly, I did compile a multi-6-figure investment portfolio just by living cheaply and making that money and investing it. And from there, I acquired 2 sources of income. So the portfolio now is estimated to pay me around $600 per month for the year of 2025 in dividends and interest. And also prior to leaving my job, I started this YouTube channel. I grew to 10K subs and became a YouTube partner by the time I left, and now it currently sits at 26K subs. And it generates a solid income. I'm very thrilled that this passion project that's just based around me playing old video games and talking about navigating your 20s turned into a nice income for me. Both of these give me at least a few years to give this thing a shot. So I have multiple years of investments and money saved up in cash that I can withdraw from if needed, as well as income from both dividends and YouTube if I need that as well. And I'm currently working on a couple other income streams that I'll talk about later in this video. So this took a while to set up, but here it is. And this alone isn't enough to live off of, but it gives me a nice foundation while I continue to grow my income streams. So now let's talk about a couple other expenses when it comes to being self-employed in this way, as well as like some things that I did to lower costs. So I moved to a low cost of living country, and I'm also being extra cheap with food and eating out. And as part of leaving your job too, if you live in the United States, you need to have insurance, health insurance. So I purchased Cobra, which allows me to continue my insurance before, and that's a little bit of money as well to keep in mind. I've also had to pay for a little bit more traveling expenses, planes, Airbnbs, and stuff like that. So next, let's get into the juicy part. Here's my income report for every single month since leaving my job: November, December, January. So first, let's discuss my November income, which was $1,138, $506 coming from dividends, $632 coming from YouTube. So this month, I really hit the ground running. I quit my job early November. I was kind of busy setting up travel plans and stuff like that, but I was able to at least maintain some money, which was nice, even though it was a 90% pay cut from what I was making before, which is for sure scary. But here on this channel, we embrace scary. We embrace being uncomfortable. So that's just part of the game. Next, let's get into December income, which was definitely quite a bit of an increase from November. I made $1,919, $845 from dividends, and $1,074 from YouTube. So seeing the increase in December was very exciting because I had a couple videos go viral on YouTube, and that was fun to watch, and it grew my audience a lot. And dividends have also been historically higher in December from what I've noticed, at least with my portfolio. And definitely encouraging to see the progress and seeing some growth. It gave me a lot of confidence moving forward. And then comes January, which was kind of my punch in the mouth. So I only made $1,007 that month, $406 from dividends, $601 from YouTube. And this was definitely a disappointment because it's a sizable decrease, and you hate to see any form of regression in this endeavor, but it's definitely an opportunity to learn a lot from. Obviously on YouTube, I've heard plenty of times that the ad revenues just worse in January. The holiday high wears off and people are back to their lives, not buying as much stuff. And dividends are also a little bit lower in January as well. But overall, as you can see, I'm well short of my $5,000 a month goal to start the year, but it's only my first 3 months, and I've not even fully gone all in on some of my high earning skills like software development yet, and that's what I plan to work on next. So things like dividends and YouTube can be unpredictable. Sizable drops in views happen, dividend drops happen. And overall, I feel good about the results. So after my first 3 months on my own, I still have money coming in, and I'm working on increasing that and hoping to add to these numbers in the coming months. So next, let's talk about just some takeaways and my mental state. So My mental state's been overall amazing, I'd say, but it's kind of a different animal though. I have a hard time turning my mind off, and I literally have a hard time sleeping at night now. Like I feel awake. I feel like I got to figure this out. I got to do things. It's a complete shift from when I had a 9 to 5 job and I was just kind of going through the motions. I mean, I like working. That's kind of a difference right now. And sometimes my girlfriend needs to drag me out of the house, which I really need. She's been very good for me in that regard. And obviously, there's some stress because you want this to work, and there's definitely some unproductive behaviors like checking analytics too much and doing stuff like that. So overall, I'm trying to improve my mindset, improve my productivity, and kind of get a workflow going for trying to manage a variety of projects at once. So next, let's get into my goals for February. So every time I make one of these videos, I want to have goals set out for the month and then just see how I do. So I've been going all in on YouTube basically for the last 3 months, which has been a success. I've grown it. And I've enjoyed it a lot as well. But I've also realized I need to diversify my income streams a little more to hit my goals. So here's what I'm going to focus on next. I want to dive into freelance software development. So I'm going to glance at Upwork, see what kind of projects are out there that fit my skill sets, and submit some proposals, maybe a couple each week, couple each day. We'll see where that goes. And I'm going to use my 6 years of experience and connections to see if I can land any good projects. I'm also going to expand my YouTube ecosystem. So I've made a couple other accounts. I made an X, my first ever X account, Twitter account in my life. So I'm going to be just posting some thoughts there. So feel free to give that a follow. I'm going to be adding some of my income statements to Medium, which is just a writing platform as well. Thinking about creating a Discord or a membership, but probably not this month. Just going to be busy with some of this other stuff. I also have a new offer that I'm very excited about. A lot of people from my YouTube community have been reaching out, asking for my time and asking for advice, and whether it's about YouTube growth, career success, financial freedom, leaving your job, university, what have you. So I'm now offering one-on-one strategy calls for those who want direct guidance and want to meet with me. I can review and strategize to help you, with your YouTube channel, look at your resumes, give you career guidance as someone who's really succeeded in software engineering. I'm not a financial advisor, but I can show you kind of what I've done and what's worked for me to build a multi-six-figure investment portfolio. Just some strategy I have that can definitely help you in your situation. So I'm keeping it affordable for now, and I'll work with you personally to help you make a plan that actually works for you. I'm excited about this and definitely looking forward to what's ahead. To wrap this up, yes, I'm not at my goals yet, and yes, there are ups and downs, but this is what building something real looks like. It's not an overnight success, it's a grind. I'm working almost every day, every week, at least 8 or more hours, and if you're also on this path or thinking about quitting your job, I hope this gives you an honest look at what it's really like. So let me know in the comments, what's your biggest struggle right now? Just with your job or with building your income, because I always love to hear from you. If you like this kind of stuff and you haven't subbed, please consider subscribing to me and liking the video, and be breaking down a lot of stuff in these future videos. Real numbers, real lessons, real growth. So thanks everyone, and I'll see you in the next one.